friends, it's Wednesday's Why. So today I want to talk about detox. A lot of times, we hear about, doing a liver cleanse, a gallbladder cleanse, doing a kidney cleanse, just detoxing the body, taking herbs, doing baths. There's lots of ways to detox. But what I wanted to share with you today is how our body detoxes. And sometimes we don't realize that if our system is not ready for a detox, it's not going to go very well. So the way your body detoxes is first through the colon, then the lymph, then the liver, then the kidneys, then the saliva, then the lungs, then the skin, then the menstruation, if you're a woman. Okay, so that's the order of detox. So if one of those is not working, then the detox may make you feel not great or make you feel like, more lousy than you should when you're detoxing. Another thing is that order can be messed up because of different pathogens, toxins, and also emotions. Believe it or not, a lot of times if we've had a trauma or a situation in our life, that may change the order of detox. So we have the kidneys that are in front of the colon, so you may get up more often during the night. If your lymph is in front of the colon, then a lot of times then you'll start getting puffier, have too much weight. The whole issue with menopause is that we no longer, as women, have the menstruation to help our body detox. So it's kind of that last part is backed up and doesn't have a place to go. And so we have hot flashes, we have lots of different other symptoms, weight gain, because that whole system is not functioning well. So it's important to make sure that you're detoxed in the right order, which I talked about, making sure that all those organs are detoxing or are ready to detox and are fully functioning, and also to clear out any non-physical things that are not allowing the body to have the correct order of detox. Now, another thing is that sometimes because of lives and traumas and issues that we have with our body, sometimes we can have organs that actually shouldn't be detoxing that are detoxing, and they're in front of the colon. So that would be an example of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, a lot of times the hippocampus, which is the awareness of the body, and that's just kind of the pressure point that we use for that, it starts detoxing in front of everything else. And so it starts backing up with toxins and causes, dementia or brain fog or, Alzheimer's. So it's important to make sure that you don't have organs that are actually trying to detox that are not supposed to be detoxing. So I talked about menstruation. So if you don't have the menstruation as you're going into menopause, then a lot of times the hypothalamus, which is the kind of a master gland for the whole body, will start doing the detoxing for you. Well, what does the master gland, the hypothalamus, do? It regulates your temperature. So therefore you get hot flashes because it's trying to detox and yet it can't figure out how to do it. So it is doing that by trying to heat up the body and get rid of the pathogens and toxins that are there that shouldn't be there. So that's why I said it's important to find out if there's organs that actually are detoxing that shouldn't be in that detox lineup at all. So the last thing I just wanted to talk about is it's also important that your body is naturally detoxing the same during the day and also at night. So a lot of times we can test and find out, you're actually detoxing too much at night, and so you're not sleeping well, you're getting up, you're having hot flashes, and you have toxins, let's say like inhalants that are bothering your liver or inhalants that are bothering your lungs during the time of night, where your liver and your lungs are trying to process everything, and if they have too much to process, they will wake you up because you have too many toxins in your body. And so you are detoxing too much at night versus during the day. So it's good to have 50% during the day and 50% at night. So those are just some key things on detox that I have learned that I think are so important for you to know in order to have a good detox and for your body to thrive well. So I'm Jody Colegrove, and I am a holistic health coach. And I help women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s discover what is that root cause of why I'm having this issue. And it could be whatever health issue it is, digestion, sleep, you name it. I've worked it on it all. So I find out what that root cause is. So when we find out what the root cause is, then we say, okay, well, what do we need to clear? We need to clear toxins and pathogens and traumas that are blocking those particular organs or those systems of the body, and like detox in order to get it to work and function well. So that way, it's time for you to get those answers. In other words, when we find all that, it's like, oh, now I understand. You now understand why you have hot flashes because of, that detox. So I'm always helping you kind of discover the why. That's why I call it Why Wednesdays, because I think it's so interesting to understand the body and how it's functioning, and we need to listen to it. And sometimes we've forgotten how to listen, and we've just found a way to dialogue with the body and help listen to it better. And so I like to share those. So it's finally time for you to get some answers. Have clarity on what to do. Have energy to be able to do it. Because when you know something, then it's like, oh, then you have it kind of revs you up to know, yeah, I can go in that direction. I can do this. I can take this step and this step to get where I'm going. And that way you can live in peace, knowing that you're taking those right steps to get back your health and happiness. And you're headed in that right direction. So want to encourage you to make sure that you have good, healthy detox before you do a system or a program or whatever, and we can find out whether what you've researched that you want to do, whether it's actually going to be good for you or not. I know my dad wanted to do kind of different herbs to help detox, and when I looked at it, I said, well, you've had this for 5 years, that I don't think that those herbs may be good, because sometimes most herbs do okay, but if you have any kind of liquids and things like that, someday they can go rancid. So it's important to test to make sure that, hey, is this detox actually going to be good for you or not? And we can do that through the healing modality that I do, which is quantum techniques. All right, well, I hope you have a blessed rest of the day, and I hope that you understand how to do detox a little bit better. Blessings.